I'm going to share with you the exact lunch I had every single day. Cost about $5, takes about 2 minutes to prep. And at 52, it keeps me in the best shape of my life. I think you're going to love it. Some of you are a bit repulsed, but that's okay. All right. So my lunch consists of two parts. There's the vegetable and there's the protein. First, we start with the veggie base. And I like a riced vegetable, either a rice broccoli, a rice cauliflower, or a combination of the both. Now, obviously, you can do fresh. Fresh is best when you can. But if you're in a rush, look, the reality is not all of us are 25-year-olds who could just, sit around and do IV drips in 7 hours for lunch prep. If you're in a rush, this is what I do. I buy frozen pre-riced vegetables. So this one, I just got the supermarket. It's like $3, $4 for a package. I get two full servings. So I use half the serving for lunch today and half tomorrow. So what I'll do to save time, every Monday, I'll prep 3 full bags. So I put these seen in the bag, right? It was about 5.5 minutes. So 15 minutes like, running errands while I'm doing it. And now they're ready. So all I do is I'll rip them open. And this is broccoli. Look at that. Love the smell of broccoli in the morning. And I will get a container and I'll just dump all of them in there. So this is basically my entire week of lunch. Vegetables is ready. So in about 15 minutes, I've got it all ready. So now it's all in the container. Try not to get it on the table like I did. My wife doesn't like that. So now I've got all this, and when it cools, I put it in the fridge. So that's part one, right? Either rice broccoli, rice cauliflower, or a combination. Now, the protein. This is where I might lose you, okay? You can do lean proteins. You can do chickens. You can do turkey, whatever you want. My favorite is something that's controversial, sardines. I love sardines. I grew up with sardines. My mom raised me in sardines. Like, it is one of the best foods. It's high in protein, the omega-3s, and I have an autoimmune called psoriatic arthritis. This is like my medicine. That omega-3s feel so good. So there's all different kinds. I'll go on Amazon and I buy a dozen at a time. So I like these King Oscar. I'm not getting money for this. This isn't a promotion. There's the stuff from Whole Foods. They've Trader Joe's has a really good one. Now, people get grossed out with sardines. They think, oh my God, it's going to have head and bones. And yeah, there are sardines you can get with the bones. And those people say they're better for you, more nutrients. But I don't love the taste of it. I like more of just kind of filet. So there's no bones, there's no heads, there's no skin. So I want to show you, we're going to go up close and personal with the sardines. So just crash it here. And you can see they're just like fillets, like try not to trip. So don't get nervous that it's going to have this real fishy smell. They're not fishy at all, especially the fillets like this. And I get them always, it's important. I get them packed in olive oil. That's all the good stuff is. So what I'm going to do is show you how I layer it now into a bowl. So all I'm doing now is just taking a serving. So it's just a few forkfuls of rice broccoli or rice cauliflower or combination. Goes right into the bowl. Just like that. That's it. So you got a really good base. You got all those veggies in there. And here's the secret, right? I take my sardines and all of that olive oil, that becomes like your dressing, right? It has so much flavor. You don't need to add anything else. So now that the olive oil is on, all I do is just dump these right in. That's it. And I've got my lunch. I like to kind of mush it up. You might not, but I like it because you get even sardine dispersion. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, literally, I have this lunch every single day, especially when we're not out, 6, 7 days a week. Sometimes if I want to lose a couple pounds, I have it for lunch and dinner, but I have it once a day. A can is about $2, $3. A serving is about $1, $2 for the vegetables. So you got like a $5 meal and you could take it anywhere. If you go out for lunch, heat up your vegetables ahead of time, put them in a container, bring the can of sardines. Now, warning, if you work in an office environment, they probably won't love you having the sardines there. And when my mom was alive and worked in an office, she would have it. They didn't love it there, but so maybe eat it outside. You might have to sacrifice some friendships for the health. The sardines are about 200 calories, about 20 grams of protein, another 60 calories for the vegetables. You get all the nutrients, you get the protein, you get the omega-3s, you get it all in one bowl. And I think it's delicious. So I urge you, give it a shot, especially as we're getting older. Instead of sandwiches with the bread and all of that stuff, I keep my diet really, really simple. Meat, eggs, fish, fruit, veggies. That's it. I don't worry about how much you're eating. But this is like a 250-calorie meal, but because there's so many vegetables and you've got that protein, it really fills you up. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you're liking this, you want more, check me out at RyanLee.com. Like it, subscribe to this because I'll do more of these. I don't have any more recipes, but I actually do have a few. We can play around more with sardines and other proteins and other vegetables. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next one.